is the Gateway Gamers podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Gateway Gamers podcast. My name is Brian, and this episode is a re-upload of an older episode. My allergies are all over the place, so my recording voice just isn't up to par for a full episode. And luckily, we have a plethora of older episodes that we kind of lost due to some licensing issues. Our old producer didn't really understand that you couldn't just upload music owned by other people and companies. So we had a bunch of episodes that were out and then got taken down due to that reason. So I just kind of edit them when I can and rethrow them up. So this is an old one, I want to say about 3 years old, but I took out anything that's dated or relevant. We used to do a lot of news. We used to do a lot of different things that just kind of dated the episode. This is just going to be straight talking about the game, our feelings. It's actually pretty interesting because of kind of getting RP's idea of Unmatched at this time and how much he has turned around on it since. Like, he really seemed to be poo-pooing the game, but now he actually owns a bunch of copies himself, so he turned around on it. So it's a very interesting episode. It's also interesting because we praise Funkoverse a lot, and in the news that I cut out, I actually talked about Funko Games and how well Funko's doing, which is pretty funny now that Funko Games is completely defunct, and Funko as a company is literally every year waiting to close down. I feel like everyone just kind of always says that Funko's going to go away soon, but they truck along. So anyway, let's just kind of get into the episode. Enough of me rambling. Thanks for listening, and enjoy whatever the title is. If you see the title, we are doing Unmatched, Dr. Sattler versus the T-Rex, which is part of the Unmatched series of games. This would be considered an expandalone set. You could play this by itself, or you can mix and match with other sets. So we're just getting right into it, huh?
Yeah, why not?
So Unmatched, this set was created in 2022. It plays for 2 players. It plays for about 20 to 40 minutes. Made by Mondo Games and Restoration Games. It's a hand management and miniatures game. So if you never played Unmatched, it's exactly why I like Funkoverse. You can mix different genres. So they have this set, which has the T-Rex and Dr. Sattler from Jurassic Park. They also have another Jurassic Park set. That's the Raptors versus InGen, cool. Which is the hunter company. And then his little buddies. They started making Marvel sets. So they have Luke Cage, Ghost Rider, Moon Knight in one set. They have there's a Bruce Lee like standalone. So
it's basically the Defender set for the Marvel stuff.
For the Marvel one, yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah, then they just do weird stuff, which is all a lot of their earlier sets were like unlicensed, or what's that called when you go to 100 years? After 100 years, it's free use.
You enter the public domain.
Yeah, public domain.
So the trademark wears away.
Yeah, so the one set is like Sherlock Holmes versus Dracula, the Invisible Man.
That's pretty cool.
Another set is Sinbad, Alice from Alice in Wonderland.
There's like a samurai in that too?
No, who is it? Who else is in that box?
So that's the one.
King Arthur,
Spoiler alert, I've played Unmatched before with Brian. It was that version. We just on a game day, we played it. It's an interesting game. I can say my enthusiasm is high to play this Jurassic Park one. But it's an interesting game. Yeah, I forget what that set was, but that's the one we played because I was Alice.
Yeah, it's called like History of Battle or something, Volume 1, and I just remembered it's King Arthur, Alice from Alice in Wonderland, Sinbad from I think 20,000 Leagues Under Sea, and then the Medusa.
Okay.
And then there's a Volume 2 which has like Bloody Mary.
Yeah, there's
like
a bunch
weird.
Of
it has like weird. It has like really weird, cool characters.
It's like folklore and folksy characters. That's the ones that came out first, right?
Yeah. Now they're starting to get into
IP.
More IP. They have like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. They have Jurassic Park, Marvel. Now they're dabbled in, and with some news we'll talk about later, they might be getting more IP. So
yeah.
So it'll be exciting.
Figurine on this is beautiful. It's very cool. It's got that clay look. So you can paint it yourself, which I know a lot of people enjoy. We do not.
No.
I'm not talented enough to do that.
Yeah, I don't have the time.
And I don't think. No offense, I don't think you're talented enough to paint.
I
Are
just
you?
don't have the time.
You
I
can
think
paint?
I could. Yeah, I could.
Could you, or you know you can?
I could. Whether it be good.
It's like with all the Marvel United stuff. Like we see on Instagram that those are painted and they look great.
Yeah.
But I
could
could never. No,
Yeah.
I could never.
My eyes would be all looking all over the place.
Same, and I don't think I'm steady enough to paint it that well either. People are very impressive.
Yeah.
So Jurassic Park is going on over at Previously Recorded, so I've been fully engulfed in the world of Isla Nublar and Isla Sorna, and Ellie Sattler, all that stuff. I saw the new one, so like I'm fully like in Jurassic Park mode. So I was looking forward to playing this game, and then you were like, it's Unmatched, and I was like, I've played Unmatched before, so I'm hoping I changed my tune on it a little bit.
Okay.
And that this familiar IP. So when we played before, I was Alice and I had the Jabberwocky. And the art is very cool.
Yeah, we'll talk about that for sure.
It's beautiful. So I am looking forward to hopefully having this change my ways.
Okay, well, let's go.
You want to go play?
Absolutely.
All right, we can go catch our plane to Isla Nublar, and we'll see you when we get back.
We're back.
We are back. We made it safely off the island. One of us may or may not have escaped the T-Rex. So why don't we get into talking about Unmatched?
All right, so let's get right into it. First off, art.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So it's beautiful. It's not over the top. It's exactly what it needs to be. It's a very classic look, a very tasteful. It has a very comic book feel. Like if
it has a very Mondo feel. That's
okay.
Yeah. Like
yeah, you're more familiar with.
Well,
Mondo.
if you what is it, Mondo, like the vinyl records, like it's all that type. You don't know the Mondo vinyl like the records.
Do they do their own covers?
Yeah, it's all they use their artists.
Yeah, then okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's all the same artist because that's what these cards look like. They're just very vibrant and
the colors pop.
And,
they have a very 70s feel, sort
very
of.
Very loud. They're very
loud,
which is great.
As the kids would say.
It fits though. Like I think the art, the production of this game is like you said. The figurines have a like a dark brush to them. They're not just one solid color. They give them like a.
There's like it's a
I
gray
forget what it's called.
and
There's a certain painting technique where it gives them like a black like shadow to them.
It looks like you molded this out of gray clay, and then there is a little bit of a shadow to it. I guess kind of out of like a Magna like comic book. It would kind of look like because it's not colorful.
Yeah, so that like gives the figures a lot of detail. You can see how
they are incredibly detailed.
Yeah. Now we'll get into how do you feel about the game.
I did not like this game. Just like I played the original, and I thought the original was good, just like the original Jurassic Park. And this game, to me, is very Jurassic World 2 and 3, where it's it's fine. I don't need them. I don't need to play this game. Yeah, sure, there's a cool T-Rex. There's pretty colors. There's,
So what is it about this game you don't like? Because I could tell... I've gotten good at reading you what games you like and games you don't like. When we played Volume 1, I knew, like with the Alice version, I knew you weren't digging it, but I was like, all right, maybe it's just a day, you're not having a great... Or it was like the last game we played at the end of the day, too. I was like, maybe it's just burnout. Like, 2 moves in, I could tell you were just like, this is the same...
the same stuff.
Yeah.
It's just boring to me. The first time we played, it was a game of cat and mouse where I had to chase you, and I never could. And you seem to always have the characters you have these features that slow me down, and as they're supposed to. I did think that this game was thematic because you were, spoiler alert, he was Dr. Sattler and Ian Malcolm, and I was the T-Rex, and then you won. As it's supposed to be kind of, you would think maybe in the favor of the T-Rex because he does have more powerful attacks, but when I do a powerful attack, most of the time I'm getting damaged.
Yeah, I didn't understand that. Like, I know...
I think it's supposed to make it, like, thematic, like you're doing these large attacks. I didn't really understand it either because I'm a T-Rex. Why am I getting hurt if I'm trying to eat you?
Yeah, that was the one aspect of this. We'll get into more of the gameplay, but this is just kind of where we're maybe a poo-poo, and I don't understand why you would do a big attack and it would hurt yourself. Like, I just... Like, if you need a T-Rex to be that hobbled, give him less health.
Yeah, because I had
27 health.
You had 14 and 10 or something like that. But this game to me is just it's boring. It's a very I think it's beautiful. It's just not my type of game. Where we have played card games before, where it's all based, but it's very much okay. I could move once, and then I could move one space at a time. Where you have the ability to move a little bit quicker, which makes sense. It's just not for me.
Yeah.
Like that's the only way I could say it. Like,
and I get that. That's
like,
why
I don't get revved up or I don't get excited or let's play another round. Like one and done, I was fine. You know, the first time we played this, I got bit in the butt with the cards because once you run out of cards, you're done.
Yeah, you were burning through your deck, yeah.
So for this time, I wasn't, and I think that kind of bit me in the butt too because I wasn't getting everything. And then anytime I would attack you, you would have some crazy leaves that helped you. And we'll get into that. But yeah, this is just not a game that I would buy.
Yeah.
If you said to me, hey, we're getting together, do you want me to bring this? No. But if you really wanted to play it, I would say okay, because I know you like it.
Well, as I buy more sets, you'll be playing it more. So
yeah. I hope not. I hope not. And I thought maybe the first time it was because of Alice, you know, but Alice had a similar
character, yeah.
Sort of, but she had, just like you had Ian Malcolm, she had the Jabberwocky. And I was like, okay, maybe I just didn't like that. And so I had the T-Rex, who was simpler. Just didn't like it. Yeah. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
What is the price point on this box?
I think 30.
Yeah, that's not worth it.
Yeah.
Like the art, sure, that you're paying for the IP.
Yeah, you're paying extra for the IP because even the Marvel sets cost more than the regular base set. So.
And that makes complete sense. And I like the board. The board is when the T-Rex breaks out in the first movie, and they're in the cars. Like, that's the set, and I think that's cool. But it's just boring to me.
Yeah, and that's fine. It's not for you. I enjoy this game. I'm not saying I'm like over the moon about it, but I enjoy how simple it is, and maybe that's just not for you because
no, I like simple because simple helps me to, you know, play with my wife or lets me not think. You know, we're recording this on a Wednesday after work, and I would prefer a simple game. Like, you know, we have shared on Instagram that I've played Dice Throne, and that is a relatively simple game, but also a little bit complex, and I love that game.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's the simpleness of it because I really much do enjoy a simple game. It just
does a click. And that's it. Just, I mean, sometimes you don't need a reason.
I thought the IP would help. It didn't, man.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
All right.
But I'm glad that you enjoyed it, especially because you bought it. But
yeah. Well, I know I did because I have the other set. So I want to keep buying these if I was like, oh, it stinks. It's just, I get it. It's not a game that is like, wow. But this is a game that's like, I enjoy having my collect because it's quick. That's the other thing. It's a quick play.
Yes.
Like, it's not grueling. It's not, the map is so small, your characters are close, and it's pop, stuff's happening.
And to that point, like at the end of the game, I knew I was just running out the clock for you to finally kill me. Like, there was options for me to go back up and go back down, but I knew that once, you know, I got to a certain point, I was just waiting for you to kill me. And that bothers me. Like, I should always have the, like, sure, okay, I'm down to 4 health. Like, I know it's out. But I was at
a draw too sometimes.
Oh, true.
Yep.
But I was down to 10, and I was like, this is over.
Yeah, you had no healing that we could tell. I healed back up somehow.
So that too, but it is quick. I will say, give it points for quickness, simpleness, art, beautiful. This is one that I like the box. The aesthetic is great. So this is a good shelf presence.
Yeah.
Even a good table presence. But in terms of just for me, it may suit you listeners out there, but for me, it doesn't. And so I don't. This does not get my stamp of approval. But we've talked enough about the game. Let's talk about how
it plays.
How we play.
Yeah. So in Unmatched, as RP said, it's a map. The overlay is that it's the scene where the T-Rex is breaking out. There's Jeeps slipped on the board. The board is very tiny. Like, I don't even know what the exact dimensions is, but it's small enough that your characters are, like, right in each other's face. And it's gridded off by colored circles. And that's your movement. So your characters can move too. They are moving in these little circles. Nothing complicated. And they're also colored. So 6 of the circles might be, like, green. and then one will be like half yellow, and then there's another 6 that have like yellow. So that helps you with like range. So some characters can shoot. So it's like anyone in the yellow, you can shoot. Like it's that simple. It's not like you don't need like a measurement or anything.
Right,
it's just very like he's here, I can hit him because I'm in yellow, he's in yellow. Boom, boom. And then there's just lines in between each circle, so you know where to move. Movement's very simple. And then each character has a miniature on the board, and we also have a deck of cards that are individual to each character. And you draw 5, and you kind of just go from there. And then there's 4 types of cards. There's an action card, which can do like heal 3, draw 2 cards. Like it's just kind of like that, nothing special. Or there's an attack card that has a little like starburst at the top. Those are cards you can attack the other players with. There's blue defend cards, which have a shield, and that's how you defend. And then there's purple ones that have like a half attack and then a half shield. And so what you do is you have 2 actions you could do each turn. You can draw a card and move your character as many spaces as you're allotted, or you can attack, and that's kind of it. Like it's nothing too complicated. When you move, if the T-Rex had 1 movement, you moved 1 circle. You can discard your cards, and there's another number on the card, and you can move extra. Discarding your cards is bad because as your deck runs out, if you can't draw any more cards, you start taking damage.
Yeah, and that's essentially game over. If you
yeah, so then you're just
running the clock out.
Your other character could just run away as you're getting pinged for like 1 damage. Attack, it's basically rock paper scissors. Like at that point, kind of like it's just
it's like war.
Yeah, or it's war. Yeah, so
the card game war. You put your cards down.
I put a card face down. RP puts his card face down. We flip them over. There's a number. So if my attack does 3,
but I have to have a shield.
Yes, you have to play a defense card,
which is what screwed because the T-Rex does not have a lot of defensive cards.
Mm-hmm. So I would play attack of my card did 2. His card does 3 defense. I do nothing to him. And then there sometimes would be little flavor text of like, if you won the battle, draw an extra card.
Mine was always draw a card, 1 extra action, and a number of damage, which was super freaking annoying.
You had some that were like, your attack was 5, and then you draw an additional 3 damage, but then take 3 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Which, again, interesting. Like, if you're going to make it that hobbled,
Who
lower the health.
Tested this?
Lower the health.
Who play tested this?
That was kind of it. So the T-Rex was just a brute.
Yeah.
Like, that was it. There was no real...
I enjoyed being able to attack from 2 spaces away, where before
he's so
I
big.
used to be right up on you. But yeah, he is a brute.
Yeah, T-Rex was just attack. He had no real finesse to him. Dr. Sattler and Malcolm had this mechanic where wherever they moved, they put down this little leaf token. It was called an insight. So it's basically them like strategizing and like assessing the situation. Like that was like what it's supposed to represent. And every time they moved, they dropped one of them. And then I think I had a max of 5.
And they
did wild things. Like they were super effective. Where like if I would attack, and the one card said this attack is equal to how many of those insights are on the board. So I had a card that would do like 7 damage.
Mm-hmm.
There was one that was after I defended, I healed that many that were on the board. I had another one in my hand where I could move to any leaf after a defense. So it's like I could get hit and then just teleport to the other side of the board essentially. Like somehow, like I don't know.
Yeah, no, I mean that's it. Yeah. That's this game of where you have to keep. It's like cat and mouse. It's the only way I could put it. Where you got to run after the other person, and half the time it was me chasing you, and then you would do something, and then be able to run up on me, attack, and run away.
Yeah,
bunch of BS.
So,
like I said, who play tested this game?
So we'll probably never play any of the other versions. But
no, well,
I'm
maybe
curious,
the Marvel one.
I'm curious. Yeah, like I'm curious to mix because
like I'm willing to
try.
Yeah. And also be curious. It'd be fun to see like Moon Knight take out a T-Rex.
Exactly. So you can mix and match again.
But I'd rather do that with Funkoverse.
So that's it. Like I said, it's not It's a quick game. It's beautiful. It has great production. I enjoy it. I don't love it. I'm not like
it's nothing spectacular.
Yeah,
I don't want to say it's not special because it does feel somewhat unique to itself with the themes, but it's just a card game.
Okay.
You know,
you don't have to defend it if it.
I'm not
like
but I don't want to poo-poo it and say it's not even like original because it does feel somewhat original. There's things in this game that I've never played before in a game, but then there's also the attack method. Which I mean, how creative can you get with an attack method where cards?
It would either be dice
or dice exactly. Yeah. So like I'm not, but it's nothing special to me. It's like I said, trying to be the first Jurassic Park, and it's more like Jurassic World 2, or even Jurassic Park 2 or 3. I loved it, Ian Malcolm, but I am a Dr. Grant person.
Yeah, I think when it was originally announced, it wasn't even Sattler; it was Grant.
I like her a lot,
but I think it was Grant and maybe like the kids. I would feel like this was announced like 4 years ago, and for some reason it got delayed, probably because of COVID.
Probably.
And when it came back out, it was Sattler and Malcolm, which I'm fine with.
Yeah, the art on this box is cool too. Like I said, this would be a cool game. Like this gets eyes. Like if you're in a game store, I was like, oh, a Jurassic Park game. Like let me look at this. And I don't know. I love Jurassic Park. However, I did not love this game.
It's fine. You don't have to keep. It's fine. Just let it die.
Like they should have. Like they should have after the first movie. Just let Jurassic Park die.
We will not be reviving this game with an amber mosquito. It is dead.
Yeah, if I saw it in amber, I would leave it.
Thank you again for listening to this bit of a wonky episode. And be sure to follow the Instagram. Be sure to follow our different socials to check out pictures and everything that we're up to, that not just for the podcast, but constantly uploading on the Instagram, especially games I'm playing, games I'm finding, Goodwill hauls, reviews, different things on there that isn't always going to be on the podcast. And thank you again for sticking with us as we kind of disappeared for a bit. Now that we're weekly, I've been getting a lot of good feedback, people reaching out, enjoying the show again. I'm enjoying producing the show again and being creative. And thank you so much for listening. Thank you for everything. Bye.